Hi, everybody. Ian Bremmer here. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. A quick take in this holiday season on the back of the biggest fight in the United States that we have seen among Trump supporters since his election win. Started off when Vivek Ramaswamy, the billionaire, the co-director of this new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE as they're calling it, writing that we have to bring in lots of high talent immigrants, complaining that American culture isn't getting it right for the people that they need to hire in order to make the United States win and more competitive. We hear it all the time. You need to staple a green card to every STEM PhD that's being awarded to non-Americans in the U.S. so they can stay. You need to keep those students here. You need to bring in far more talented legal immigrants in larger numbers to address the talent gap in the United States. And that if Americans want to win, that's what you need to do. The average American has heard this before, and they've heard it for a long time. To be clear, it is not like the U.S. economy isn't winning right now. You look at the stock market. You look at corporate profits. You look at Elon Musk. The dude is worth nearly $500 billion, and that's with a very strong dollar. Look at how the United States' economy has performed since the pandemic, while Europe and Japan and South Korea and Canada and others just are not, and they're not innovating, and they don't have the big companies. I've heard this about other issues. I've heard about tariffs. I've heard it about even free trade. You hear it about, investment and capital flows around the world and need to make things work more effectively for the big money in the United States. And working class and middle class Americans know that when elites in the U.S. say that the U.S. is going to win, that it doesn't mean them. The United States, for so many Americans, is a country of second-class healthcare and second-class education and second-class opportunities. And if the American dream doesn't work for the average American citizen, then you're telling them we should be bringing in really much more talented Indians. Good luck with that argument for them. And those of you that know me know that that's not my personal perspective. I grew up in the projects with a mother, though, that did absolutely everything for her kids. And I had opportunities. We had opportunities. I feel very lucky to have been born in America, not better than anyone else, not having any more intrinsic worth, just super, super fortunate. So the American dream absolutely worked for me. Capitalism in the U.S. And the ability to be an entrepreneur absolutely worked for me. But most of the kids that grew up in my neighborhood don't feel that way today, along with far too many working and middle class Americans. And if the United States felt like the land of opportunity, instead of a two-tier system where you buy your way into privilege and you buy your way into opportunity, and then you make sure you do that for your kids, and the best indicator of how well an American is going to do is how fortunate your parents are, compared to other advanced industrial democracies, rich democracies around the world. Well, that is not a country that's going to say, yeah, we need to do more to help the wealthiest win, because the wealthiest have already figured out how to win for themselves and their lobbying dollars and their access to the best that the world has to offer for them in the United States. If the average American felt that way and felt that applied to them, then Trump wouldn't be president today. You wouldn't have America first resonating for so many people that want to undermine globalism, because globalism wasn't about the globe and it wasn't about all Americans. It was about just getting it done for that small group of people with access to capital. This is the failure of globalism. And this is why the United States doesn't want to take the lead on global security or global trade or even global democracy anymore. And you have to be a leader at home before you can effectively lead anybody, never mind everybody else. This is what we're facing come January 20th. I think it's a useful fight to see play out publicly because there's a very big difference between those that have access to decision-making power and authority in the United States and those that turned out and actually voted, the masses that voted against the establishment. And to the extent that they continue to be hard done by, and every expectation for the last 40 years in the U.S. is that that will be the case, whether it's a Democrat or Republican running the country, this situation is only going to get more toxic. That's it for me. I wish everyone happy holidays. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. Looking forward to the new year. I'll talk to you all real soon.